Hello, I am the Silver Wheel Witch. Welcome to my channel. Today I am doing another full flip through book review. The book today is Year of the Witch by Temperance Alden, connecting with nature's seasons through intuitive magic. It also says on the front cover here that she is the founder of Wild Woman Witchcraft. I think one of the important basics for new witches to take a look at is the seasons of the year, wheel of the year. It's, even if you decide not to use that in your practice, it's a good foundational information to have. And this is one of the newer books on the market, and I absolutely love it. I think of the ones that I've read so far, this is the one that I would recommend to newer witches. She does a really great job in the first half of giving you a lot of information about the seasons and how they relate to witchcraft. And then the second half of the book goes into each season, each Sabbath. So with that, let's go ahead and take a look. The back of the book, it's got a shiny cover. It's got basically the back of her book has a couple of praises on here from Matt Aron and Gabriella Herstick, and then an abbreviated version of the information on the author. It is published by Weiser books. And with that, let's go ahead and take a look on the inside. Love the artwork, by the way, absolutely beautiful. And she starts off here with some praise by Amy Blackthorne, Olivia Graves, Thorne Mooney, and Lauren Leo as well. Okay, we have the title page. Publisher is Weiser Books. And this book was published in 2020. For Carol and Eric, may you be forever reunited on the other side. Then it has a quote here. There are two things that interest me, the relation of people to each other and the relation of people to land. Aldo Leopold. Some pretty artwork there. And the contents. I'll go ahead and read these for you all. She has a preface, an introduction, intuitive witchcraft, cycles, seasons, death, and rebirth, elemental magic, shepherding the land, at the gates of witchcraft, the spiritual garden, local elements and spirits, the origin of the wheel of the year, and then she goes into Samhain, Yule, Imbolc, Ostara, Beltane, Letha, Lughnasadh, Mabon, and the non-traditional year, and creating your own wheel, final thoughts, an appendix, list of pagan holidays, appendix B, cascaria powder, and appendix C, Florida water, acknowledgements, and bibliography. And her preface here is about 2 pages long, just a little bit more. Okay, and then she has an introduction as well, about 4 pages. Looks like we have right in the beginning here a nice picture of the wheel of the year. And she's got some quotes spread throughout here. And that's chapter 1. So it looks like the beginning of her chapters. She's got some quotes. Let's go ahead and take a look. Intuition. Okay, chapter 2, again with a quote. Not seeing questions spread out, but I see them throughout her book. She's got some questions posed to get you thinking, though not particularly, say, at the end of a chapter. Chapter 2, we have some charts here for astrology, elemental magic. No charts there, that's okay. Looks like she goes into each section. Air, spirit, water, earth, and fire. Almost a page worth for each of those. We have becoming a shepherd. She's got a chart here, some examples. Budget witchcraft. It's nice. Altar basics. Certainly, witches don't have to have altars, but if you'd like to have one, she's got some information in here on that. Spiritual garden. So this whole first half of her book is really some good basics as they would apply to the wheel of the year, the seasons, and the earth, local elements and spirits, understanding nature spirits, land and ancestry. She's even got a little section in here on blood magic. Controversial subject there. Some do it, some don't. To each their own. That's what I like to say. I like to support all paths. Each person is different. So it's nice to see some things in the book that some authors don't print about. And then we start with the origins of the year, and then they go into the seasons, or sorry, the wheel Sabbats here. Yule. Looks like she's got on each of these, she has a quote in the front. Some information about deities related, a festival. So it looks like she's got some rituals in here. Yeah, so it looks like she's got some about information, a ritual for most of these. Looks to be her layout there and associated deities. Okay, let's see. So this is you're creating your own wheel, which is something you don't see in a lot of books, and it's really important because it's very unique to each individual. We all live in different parts of the world. Our seasons are different. So your practice, might be unique to you and whatever your beliefs are. And that's one of the things I love about this book for a beginner, is that you're able to make it your own, what works for you. And she's got a good amount of information here. She's got her wheel of the year as an example. Creating new traditions. She's got some final thoughts here in the back. Her Appendix A is a list of pagan holidays. So she lists out, looks like some more holidays other than just, the typical wheel of the year. She's got Feast Day, Guy Fawkes Night, so, what I love about this is it's got some days in here that I'm not familiar with that, I can now look into and learn about. So that's a really good touch. She's pretty inclusive here. And then we go into Appendix B, which she provides a recipe for cascarilla powder. And then an Appendix C for some Florida water. And she has a half page of acknowledgments. And let's take a look at her bibliography. 1, 2, 3, 3.5 pages bibliography. I always like to take a look how far back the author tends to look at information. We've got the 1900s, early 2000s. Not that that's necessarily something that is always, a consideration of a book. I personally like to see what type of books are in the bibliography, the years they were printed, and we've got 1954, so mid-1900s. I also like to see if they have sometimes like a really diverse selection of books for me personally. So that's one of the types of things that I'm looking at, why I like to look at the bibliographies. I also like sometimes to see if they have books that, aren't necessarily witchcraft books. Because as we know, this is, for many, it's a way of life. So you can grab inspiration from many places. And then she has a spot here to our readers, Weiser books. Let's see if I can get that in the screen for you, if you want to contact them. And that's it. I did not see an about the author in the book. So let's go ahead and read the one on the back. It says, Temperance Alden is a hereditary folk witch with more than 18 years of practice devoted to witchcraft and paganism. Originally from New England, she has called South Florida home for several years. She is the founder of Wild Woman Witchcraft. Visit her at www.wildwomanwitchcraft.com. And there you have it. That is the Year of the Witch, Connecting with Nature's Seasons Through Intuitive Magic by Temperance Alden. And this would be the book that I recommend if you're going to get one book solely on the Wheel of the Year. This is a great one. All right. Have a great day. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments.